Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation, been around a little over 5 years, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come. We are now expanding our economy, and that should improve the liquidity and value of our currency and benefit all our citizens because they all hold our currency. We give it to them free every month, and anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, there's no obligation. You come along and register, and that's all there is to it. We're also a non-separatist organisation. That means we don't separate people into groups based on what they look like, where they come from, what gender they are, how much money they've got, whatever else. We just see everybody very simply as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value to our community. We have a little affirmation that helps us with that in a moment after our very short opening prayer, which is there to help us find true happiness in life. Not short-term pleasure, you'll get that as well, but, but true joy that is always with you, loving, peaceful calmness that is within. And you can't buy that. You can only get it through loving service to other people. And the great thing about that is that it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. So you don't have to stress out chasing after money or worrying about how you're going to make things work or whatever else. It'll all just start happening for you the more you concentrate on being of loving service to others. So that's where we're going to start with a little prayer and affirmation. But first, let me welcome you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. All these events are recorded because we know everybody can't make 7 o'clock London time. It's just not convenient for everybody. We should be streaming, well, we are streaming on Facebook and YouTube. But what I have noticed is that comments on the Facebook stream don't get into the chat section here. So if you're watching on Facebook Live and you're putting comments in and questions, they're not coming through to us. It's just a thing with Facebook. If you are in YouTube, we get your comments fine, that working as it should. I don't know whether there is a setting or something that we should be doing, but I don't think so. Okay. But you're equally welcome anyway, whether you're watching the replay, the recording, whatever you want to call it, or here live. But if you are here live in YouTube or here in our link, you can watch the, you can pop in your comments into the chat and ask any questions and this sort of thing. So it's a little bit more useful, but it's very good and useful to keep up to date just by watching the recordings. So let's get started with that little prayer and the affirmation, and then we'll see what's been going on and who is here. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, Lord, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, let's have a look. You can see from the screen that we have Lewis in from Portugal, Gary in from I should know. I'll get back to it. Dustin from Arizona, Maya from Hampshire, Norman from Doncaster, England, Eric from Gatineau, Quebec. And we have a few people on YouTube. As I say, we can't tell who's in from Facebook because the comments that are put in there are not coming through. I tested it just now. So we've got Radio Pirata in from Puerto Rico, Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA, Ramachandra from Watford in England, Ron from Amsterdam in Holland, Nankiep from Nigeria, Kim from Cork in Ireland, Derek from Wado City, Nigeria, Bozina from Slovenia, and Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland as well. Both very regular attenders here at at our live events. I should know where Gary's from, but it's escaping me. I know Gary well. Well, I say I know him well. We've discussed things and talked about things in the past. So, anyway, St Albans in England, of course. Gary's from St Albans in England. Okay, thank you, Gary. Yeah, first of all, today, the 27th, is when we run the matrix in the Share Hope Powerline plan. And it's been run successfully, but there are some things that we need to check on in the way that things are being done. One of the things is that everybody's subscription ends on the 27th. And so from the 27th, it needs renewing. But it looks like you can't renew it until it's totally expired. So you can't renew it until tomorrow. And I think that needs changing because you should be able to add time at any time you want. So that is the first thing we will be looking at tomorrow. Now, in addition to that, if you are somebody that was in the matrix, but your subscription expired today, or will expire at the end of the day, you will be shown as a, can't remember, a pending pro or something like that. I think it is pending pro because until you renew, you will not get your pro status back again. But we wanted to make sure you knew that you were a pro member just waiting to renew your subscription, as opposed to being reverted to showing as free. Free members are people that haven't yet subscribed or are out of benefit through not having subscribed in May, and we don't have anybody in that situation. However, if you are not shown as a pro member, the option to withdraw to your available cash wallet is not coming up in the drop-down menu. You can only withdraw to your ShareHope deposit wallet. And that, once again, is confusing to people because they go to withdraw and then they see it's only to their deposit fund. If they withdraw there, it's stuck in there. You can't get it out of there. It's only available for payments, your subscription every month. So that is something that we need to look at as well. It's not incorrect, because free members can make commissions, and what we do is we hold them until there's enough for them to be upgraded to a paid member. And once they're a paid member, then the additional commissions beyond that point that they earn, they can withdraw. So it's just the way that it is being shown. But there are one or two other things that we need to just look at and check. But I think by tomorrow, most of the things will have resolved. I think you should be able to upgrade, but we'll be looking at it and trying to make it a bit clearer for people. There are two other things that we've had queries about. One is having your commissions locked. And you can have up to 75% of your commissions locked. So, for example, if you've earned $100, just to keep it simple, and you've not referred anybody, 75% of your commissions are locked. So you can only withdraw $25. If you've referred one person, it opens, it allows you to withdraw another 25. So you can then withdraw up to 50% of your commission. So $50, two people, 75%, $75 of your 100. And if you've referred three people, you can always withdraw 100% of your commissions, or they're all available for withdrawal. However, there is another reason why you perhaps couldn't withdraw your $100 even if you have referred three people. If you have completed 12 consecutive months, you are guaranteed to have any funds that you have made up to $12, so that you will always be in the plan and you don't have to put your hand in your pocket anymore. Now, to facilitate that, if you have commissions, then there will be a withhold on up to $12 to pay for your next month. So let's suppose we go back to that $100 and you are somebody that's referred three people. And so there's no lock on your commissions, but there is a $12 reserve held back. So you would only be able to withdraw $88 of your $100. $12 will go into your deposit account, and that will be used for your next month's subscription. Now, let's suppose you've done 12 consecutive months, but you've only earned $5, $4. Let's say you only earn $4. That $4 can't be withdrawn. It goes into your deposit account, and then admin adds in another $8. So you've got $12 there, so that you paid for next month without it, your hand having to go into your pocket for anything. So, and if you've not earned anything at all, then you wouldn't be able to withdraw anything anyway, but admin would make it up to the $12, provided you've been in for 12 consecutive months. And we have people that have completed that this month in May. It is your 12th consecutive month, and so you'll be okay. You're covered from now onwards. But you will always have up to $12 withheld from your withdrawals to pay for your subscription for the following month. Now, I hope that makes sense for you. I have added information on that into the FAQ page, so you can go there and read it as well if you choose to. It'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow, but anyway, we'll be looking at it and making it a little bit more user friendly. I think so that we eliminate people having the same issues in the future. There are a couple of other things that we need to look at, but I think for the most part, that answers all the questions that people have got. I hope it does anyway. I think the matrix seems to have been run correctly, and we've got people now generating some decent monthly income, and of course getting through the ranking. The unlocking of commissions is based on personal referrals. You've got to have 3 personal referrals to unlock 100% of your commissions. Your referral commissions, the $4 you get for referring somebody every month, is not subject to the lock. It's only matrix commissions that are subject to being locked. So if you've only referred 1 person, that $4 is there and it's available in full. If you've referred 2 people, you'd have $8, and that would still be available in full. It's not subject to the lock for not having referred people, but matrix commissions are. There was something else I was going to mention, but I've forgotten what it is. Okay, if I think about it, I will. But I've got some numbers for you in the meantime, and I see I've got a couple of questions there, I think. Right, we have an increase of 3 in the 777 plan to 45,009. An increase of 28 in the registered members to 52,844, an increase of 45 in our active members, 4,091, an increase of 4 in our pro members in the Sharehope plan to 838, no change in the Easy Team Builder, still 1,046 members in there, and no change in the Success Blueprint, 62 active members in there. So those are your numbers. Now let's have a look at the questions. If money is there, is it renewing by itself? Yes, it should do, provided you leave the money in. You can withdraw it all if you have not completed 12 consecutive months. So you could have $100 of commissions, you could have referred 3 people, and if you've only been 6 months in the plan, you can withdraw that whole $100. Now, if you withdraw it all, of course, it's not going to be there to pay your commissions with. But if you've got money in the deposit account, then you could withdraw your commissions, and your deposit account is covered. The same thing happens with people that have completed 12 months. If they have money in the deposit account, if they've got at least $12 in the deposit account, they can withdraw all their commissions, provided they're not locked. There would be no withhold on the withdrawal. It's all about having that $12 if you are on the guarantee. If you're not on the guarantee, if you've not done the 12 consecutive months, then it's up to you what you do, because you can drop out of the program if you want. You'd be crazy to do it, you know, but it's there, it's your choice. Once you've done the 12 consecutive months, we'll make sure you stay in the program, because we'll make sure that you're always paid in. But we won't allow you to withdraw all your income. We will withhold up to $12 to make that payment for you. Okay, I hope that's answered that question for you, Eric. And we got Derek. All the available cash balance of my referrals that won in the free cash giveaway are showing 0. I have not gotten any commissions from them. All available cash balance of my referrals that won in the free cash giveaway are showing 0. When did they win? Put a support ticket in, Derek, with the names of them and how much they won, and we can look into it. But everybody's been paid out. Everybody got paid out for the random withdrawals. So I'm not sure how that can have happened, but we'll look into it. But it's not something I can do here and now. We need the names of the people, how much they had as a random withdrawal, and ideally the date as well. And we put it all in a support ticket, and we'll go through it with a fine-tooth comb, make sure that everything is correct. Okay. You don't get any commission from them. You get a matching withdrawal. So if you referred somebody that got a withdrawal of $60, you get the same $60 withdrawal. It's not a commission. Okay. Just another point on that, Eric. It doesn't look like the renewals go through until we're into tomorrow. Now, Vishal had finished, and I didn't want to drag him back in to ask him questions. So we'll be going through it tomorrow. But it looks like all the renewals will go through automatically tomorrow when your account shows as due for renewal, because officially, if you paid up and into this matrix, you paid up until the end of the day. I think in the way that it's programmed, although I did tell them to program it that they're paid up until the matrix runs. And so I think we may have a change there if it's not too tricky. We'll see. Okay. We've got Bozina saying, it seems to me that my ShareHope account has a small bug. I replied to the ticket. Okay, well, we'll be looking into it. We know there are issues. I'm not sure there are any bugs, but we know there are issues that we want to check on. And if there are any bugs, we'll find them. And if you pointed one out, then of course we will be looking into it. And we got Orin in from Liberia, Monrovia. Okay. Devyani is working on, and I'm not sure whether she finished it. I got a message from her here. Okay, it'll be tomorrow before that change of view in the Success Blueprint is available, and it will be in a similar way to the other programs. Instead of the way it is at the moment is a little bit difficult to follow, especially if you've got a lot of people in. So that will be completed and uploaded tomorrow. Devian has just sent me a message. Also, there was a little bit of an issue with the KYC. It wasn't resolving, and the reason was we'd run out of funds in the account. Now, normally we get an email from Shufti Pro saying you've got a low balance in your account. You should go and top it up, which then I do and go and top it up. But I didn't get an email message, or if I did, it got diverted into spam or anything. I get thousands of emails a day, and not all of them get seen. So it's something I'll have to keep my eye on a little bit closer. I'll have to check the balance every day, really, because if we get a lot of people in that are going through the KYC, it can run that balance down quickly. So I'll be checking it on a daily basis now to make sure that we've always got funds in there. So I apologise to anybody that was trying to do the KYC. My fault. Okay. What else do we have? No more questions there, I don't think. We just check. Scrolling up. No questions. And I am in Facebook. But it looks like there's only me that has made any comments, and they don't show up here. So you're better off getting our link, or the next best thing is YouTube. But Facebook, you will be able to watch it, but we won't see your comments unless I can get onto our link and find out if there is a setting that I need to change or something for that. Okay. What else do we have? We've done the numbers. We've done that. Yeah. We didn't really get much work done. We did a little bit on the best plan ever, but most of the day has been spent on the success blueprint matrix, running it. There were also a couple of issues that we had to attend to before we did it. Some people were not showing as upgraded that should have been, so we needed to make sure on that. Gary says, how do I become a tester for Fun Miracles? You should have a message in your inbox, Gary. I'll send another one tomorrow, but you should have a message in your inbox with all the information. In fact, there are two of them. One of them's got a PDF to just go through how you add your funds and things, and the other one has got the other one is a longer message, and it has the more information on how to go about it. We're not interested in the free games. You can play one if you want. I think I've set it now that you can only play one a day anyway, because we have people playing the free games, and we're not really interested in what's happening with them. We know that it works, but what we're interested in is people getting enough games played to get through the levels and see all the levels coming in correctly. And we have had a couple of issues that we've been resolving as we go. So it should be getting better. The questions at the moment are very, very simple. So you can answer them pretty quickly, most people. You know, there's always an odd one that you won't know, particularly if you're like me and you don't watch television or go to the movies or anything like that, because, you know, there'll be questions about who starred in this film or in this sitcom or whatever else, you know, and I haven't got a clue. So there'll always be the odd one, which would be simple for most people. But as I say, for somebody that doesn't watch TV or go to the cinema, you know, questions like that are just gone, boom, no idea, just a guess. Okay. So we only need to I think answer a quick couple of questions, and then you'll be on the leaderboard, and you can check the leaderboard and see how many places there are left on it. There might be 9 places left. There are 10 games in each leaderboard, or there might only be 1, or you might have completed it and come first or last or wherever. But if you see, you know, let's suppose you see there's 6 places completed, 6 games been played in the leaderboard, quickly play another 4, and that'll get that leaderboard completed, there will be a winner. It might be you. And if it's you, you'll be able to play a game in level 2. So get that game played and check the leaderboard there. And then if, then play some more games in level 1 to get you another game in level 2, and just keep doing it until you can get through the levels and see where you get to. Okay. I think we've covered things. So we may get some more questions, but meanwhile, let's do a screen share and go to random.org. Not coming up for me. Oh, there it is. Just coming up for me. So random.org, let's just check that it comes up for you guys. I think it's there now. So we have numbers from 2 to 2782 in the spreadsheet, each number representing an active elite member. When we click the generate button, random.org will pick a number. Could be 2, could be 2782, could be any number in between, totally randomly, and that person will get a random withdrawal. So let's do it. And it's number 247. So I'm going to pop that in the spreadsheet so I don't forget it. 247. Now we can stop sharing random.org and we can go back here to the app. Do another screen share for the spreadsheet. And I think that's up there now. So here we have it, 247. So let's see who that is. 247. And this is somebody else going to get $150 because they're in everything. Copy. But Connie, the sponsor, isn't going to get anything because I know she's not been active. So she won't be in this list unless she's got active in this last month, but I don't think she has from there we go. But Sandro is doing okay. There's $150 going to Sandro because he's in everything. Okay, so we'll keep that and we'll check on Connie, but I don't think she's been active. So congratulations to Sandro for 893, $150 winging its way to you. Okay, and we have no questions and no more news for you. And we've got Ahmad in from Abuja in Nigeria, just in time to say hello and goodbye, okay? Because we've done everything now. No point in keeping you here longer than we need to. God bless you all, and just keep doing what you should be doing. Persistence. It can be boring just getting out there doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. But remember, what you're doing is you're just turning the handle on a money printing machine, okay? And it may take a while for that money to start coming out of that money printing machine, but when it starts, you'll be turning the handle a lot quicker and it'll be coming out and all over the floor. Okay, so Get out there, share your link, give people a reason to click on it, help the people that see something worthwhile and join to do the same thing. And God bless.